This is NBC Palm Springs.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Regina Urrita. It's a day so many parents have been waiting for. 28 million kids are now eligible to receive the vaccine. It's 1/3 the size of the adult dose, but kids still need to get 2 shots. I was in Rancho Mirage earlier today and was able to get some local reaction to the approval.
Pfizer can start shipping vaccine doses for those younger kids 5 to 11 because the FDA just granted emergency use authorization. There could be shots in arms as soon as Wednesday if the CDC greenlights the vaccine.
This is a great day for the health and well-being of children.
Vaccine mandates for adults are the hot button issue right now. A CDC study of 7,000 people hospitalized with COVID-like illness states we now have additional evidence that reaffirms the importance of COVID-19 vaccines, even if you had prior infection. Vaccination can provide a higher, more robust and more consistent level of immunity. In Oakland, California, the school board votes to unenroll currently eligible but unvaccinated kids over the age of 12 come January 1st or teach them online only. A decision that angered anti-vaxxers, but there could be more vaccine debates to come. Earlier this month, Governor Gavin Newsom mandated vaccines for all students and staff once the vaccines get full approval, not just approval for emergency use.
We already mandate 10 vaccines. You want to go after someone, go after me. Don't go after school board members. Don't go after these innocent folks that are just trying to do the right damn thing. I mean that. We're better than that. Our kids are watching.
In Rancho Mirage, residents were split on the issue.
Yes, I think it's wonderful. I think that we've been fully vaccinated ourselves, and I think it's the only answer.
And I think it's going to ruin their systems.
Some say the vaccine is being underestimated for how valuable it is for kids and their health against this virus. But others are more wary and think, despite what experts say, that the vaccine is a bigger risk for children than catching the virus.
I don't see it going to help the children.
The White House and the state of California say they already have a plan in place for distributing vaccines to children.
All right, and here's a look at the latest local COVID numbers. 458 new cases and 17 new deaths reported today in Riverside County.
Coronavirus coverage brought to you by East Valley COVID-19 testing site, serving residents of eastern Coachella Valley.
Masks are no longer required in the city of Palm Springs at large-scale outdoor events. The city council voted unanimously to end the mandate. However, mask and proof of full vaccination or a recent negative COVID-19 test are still required for indoor settings. The city says they made the decision because compliance at those outdoor events was low. Earlier this week, we told you garbage removal fees are expected to increase about 40% in Palm Springs starting in January. What's also increasing? Rent, far exceeding the annual 2 to 3% annual increase. Our Kamari Esquera has more.
Rent is up. 1-bedroom rent prices are up about 30%. 2-bedroom rent prices are up about 10%.
The cost of living is getting even more costly as rent in Palm Springs is at an all-time high this year.
Rent prices do slowly climb up year over year, but really not to the level we're seeing right now.
The average price to rent currently in Riverside County is $1,800 per month. And if you're in Palm Springs, you can expect that price to be higher. And that's not including other expenses like electricity, water, gas, and sanitary waste. Bills that continue to increase year after year.
If the rent is going up 20%, but your income is only going up 5%, you know, who's going to make up the difference? It just isn't reasonable to expect people to pay that amount of rent.
With housing being people's largest monthly expense and incomes remaining stagnant, if not decreasing, it's impossible for many to get by.
The number one reason that folks are entering homelessness is because they can't afford their rent. Wages just do not suffice to keep folks housed.
It isn't just the homeless that need housing, it's the working poor that need housing and the working population in general.
Right now, Riverside County, Lift to Rise, and Inland SoCal United Way are operating a countywide rental assistance program for Riverside County residents who need help paying their rent.
To date, we've dispersed more than $90 million in rental assistance and kept more than 13,000 folks housed, which is more than 52,000 people. And there still is a lot of resource available for us to disperse across the next year.
Along with seeking financial assistance, experts also encourage the community to advocate for affordable housing at city council meetings.
We have to radically shift the way that our society and our communities operate so that folks can stay housed. This isn't like I can work myself out of this. We have to structurally change the way that we invest in our community. Folks can show up and participate and help shape a path so that we have more affordable housing in the future.
Kamari Esquera, NBC Palm Springs.
All right. Thank you, Kamari. We're taking a live look now from our Agua Caliente Casino cam. Let's send it over to NBC Palm Springs meteorologist Jerry Steffen for your forecast.
Well, the last couple of days, we had above average temps for the Coachella Valley. That warm trend will continue one more day before the numbers begin to slip a little bit, but plenty of sunshine for the weekend. Dry air, too, with northeasterly flows still turning onshore and keeping those dew points low. But November looks like it's going to be a mild first week with temperatures that'll be at or slightly below average. As far as temps tonight, like last night, temperatures will bottom out in the 60s, some 50s up north and around the San Gorgonio Pass tonight. Radar and satellite again quiet over Southern California. Not a whole lot going on. We do have a little bit of a change heading our way. Tomorrow, tropical low pressure well to the north will bring an onshore flow and a marine layer west of the mountains. We'll see some clouds to begin the day there. But for us, lots of sunshine and mild temperatures. Still some low 90s expected for the Coachella Valley. Upper 80s as well with dew points in the 40-degree range by the middle of tomorrow afternoon. Highs tomorrow include 91 degrees at Palm Springs and Thousand Palms. A sunny 90 at Indio, 80s up north, upper 70s, low 80s around the San Gorgonio Pass. And then Sunday, temperatures will come down a little bit. A Comfort Air 3-day forecast puts Palm Springs under mostly sunny skies and a Halloween high of 86 degrees. The first day of November, extra clouds move in, 84 degrees for the high. Full forecast in 7 day on the way.
Palm Springs police is investigating an armed bank robbery at the City Bank on East Palm Canyon Drive. This man was caught on surveillance video and police say he's the suspect. They say he showed a handgun while demanding money from the bank teller. He made off with some money. It's not known how much. He then ran away. Palm Springs Police Department and the FBI are both looking into this. If you have any information, call the number on your screen, 760-327-1441. Palm Springs is looking at 7 locations for a homeless navigation center. The proposed center will address the lack of resources currently provided, such as semi-permanent housing, food distribution, and a full support service. 2 sites were suggested by the city manager, one in the Desert Highland Gateway community and the other on Ramon Road near the Palm Springs International Airport. The council will revisit the discussion at the November 5th meeting.
3, 2, 1, Pride!
Pride Week in Palm Springs kicks off at Desert Regional Medical Center. 4 frontline medical staff members, a part of LGBTQIA community, unfurl a giant pride flag from the top of the historic Sturgis Tower. In attendance at this annual event were notable Palm Springs City Council members, hospital staff, and proud residents in the area.
Maybe a decade ago, we had to tailor everything that we are and what we do in our workplace. We are transitioning to a place where not only welcomes but celebrates our diversity and celebrates our identity.
The 30-foot Pride flag will remain in place until the end of Pride festivities next Sunday. And you can catch NBC Palm Springs at the Palm Springs Pride Parade Sunday, November 7th at 10 a.m. Coming up next, why the Remain in Mexico policy is back in front of a federal judge and what it could mean as thousands of migrants wait at the border. Plus, have you checked your hummus label lately? An unreported ingredient could land you in the hospital. Don't go anywhere. You're watching NBC Palm Springs. See the difference.